The NFL has nearly 1,700 active players, and it takes a lot to stand out among the rest. That's what NFL Honors is for, to recognize the best of the best. And in this video, I'm going to give my 2025-2026 NFL Honors Awards selections. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Subscribe takes just a second, and it really helps me out. Thank you, and let's get started. We'll start off with the most important award, the MVP, which I'm giving to Drake May. I already made an entire video analyzing why May is my MVP over the other favorite, Matthew Stafford, and I highly encourage you guys to go watch that video because I go way more in depth. But essentially, my reasoning for picking May over Stafford is that against common opponents, May significantly outperformed Stafford with an equal to slightly worse supporting cast. Again, I'm way more detailed in that video, but that's basically why. I do think both QBs had an incredible season, and I wish we got to see them face off in the Super Bowl, but ultimately, I'm giving MVP to Drake May. Next up is my Offensive Player of the Year, and this is another close one, but I'm giving it to Puka Nacua. He and JSN are neck and neck, and JSN did actually have more yards than Puka, but when it comes to the advanced metrics, Puka clears. He had more yards per game, more yards per route run, a better contested catch rate, and the highest PFF grade of any receiver ever. He finished with 90 or more yards in 9 out of his 16 games, and finished with over 100 yards in 6 of those games. He also had the best game of any receiver this season in Week 16 against JSN and the Seahawks, finishing with 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looking back, it is incredible how Puka was a 5th round pick, but he was absolutely insane this year and very much deserves my Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is a no-brainer. It's Myles Garrett, and if you pick anyone else, you're either rage baiting or just didn't watch football this year. On a Cleveland Browns team that was an absolute dumpster fire, Garrett almost single-handedly kept that defense from being total ass. Garrett literally broke the sack record, finishing with 23 on the year, and he also finished 2nd in pass rush win rate, 4th in pressures, and 1st in PFF pass rush grade. And on top of all that, he was one of the best run defending edge rushers in the league. Garrett is arguably the best football player in the NFL right now, and there is no one more deserving of this award than him. Moving on to my Offensive Rookie of the Year, and this one pretty easily goes to Tet McMillan. There were other candidates like Emeka Egbuka and Ashton Genty, but McMillan was definitely the best offensive rookie this year. The 8th overall pick immediately became the Panthers' #1 receiver, finishing with 70 receptions for 1,014 yards and 7 touchdowns, which all were first among rookie pass catchers. Besides Genty and Travion Henderson, McMillan was the only rookie non-QB to pass 1,000 scrimmage yards, and he was a big reason for the Panthers making the playoffs and wrestling having the best year of his career. On top of all that, he broke the Panthers' rookie receiving yard record, beating Kelvin Benjamin by just 6 yards. Tet was everything the Panthers could have asked for and more, and he is my Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year was extremely difficult, but I decided to go with Abdul Carter. Carson Schwechender, Nicky Manwari, and Xavier Watts were all in contention, but Carter, in my opinion, was the best rookie defender this season. Sure, he didn't start the year great, and people will use his low sack totals against him, but he was absolutely insane in the final third of the year, and his numbers relative to how people talk about him may surprise you. Carter finished the 2025 season leading all edge rushers and pressures with 66 and pressure rate at 13%, and he was 2nd in pass rush win rate. In his final 5 games, Carter had 28 pressures and an insane 19.7% pressure rate. He actually ended up having a better season than Brian Burns, yet people aren't even considering Carter for Defensive Rookie of the Year, while saying Burns is the candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Just goes to show how overrated sack numbers are. Regardless, I think Carter is getting pushed way under the radar, and I doubt he actually earns it, but I'm giving him Defensive Player of the Year. Next up is Coach of the Year, and this one also had a lot of great candidates, but I'm going with Kyle Shanahan. A lot of people will pick one of the first-year head coaches that outperformed expectations like Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, or Mike Vrabel, but when it comes to who was the actual best coach this season, I think it's Shanahan. Considering how injured the 49ers team was yet again, including Brock Purdy this year, it's incredible that Shanahan still managed to coach them to a 12-5 record and a playoff spot. I mean, the amount of injuries they dealt with was unbelievable. I don't know if that electro substation theory is true, but there's gotta be something causing all these injuries. And yet Shanahan still kept his team not just afloat, but alive and winning games. He got the best play out of Mac Jones we've ever seen. He made offenses work with Jake Tonjes, Luke Farrell, and Kendrick Bourne at his his most available weapons. And if it wasn't for a Christian McCaffrey end zone drop, the 49ers may have been the 1 seed. I genuinely don't know if Kyle Shanahan could have done a better job navigating the nightmare that was the 49ers injury situation this year, and I think he deserves to be the coach of the year. Moving on to assistant coach of the year, and for me, this one easily goes to Brian Flores. Flores has been one of the best defensive minds in the game for a while now, and what he did with this Vikings defense was incredible. His unit finished 3rd in yards allowed per game, 3rd in yards allowed per play, 1st in pressure rate, 7th in points allowed per game, and 7th in EPA allowed per play. And this was despite having a bottom 5 offense for most of the season and that unit not having any real superstars on that side of the ball. Hell, from a pure roster perspective, the Vikings defense isn't really all that amazing, and yet they were still elite. It is pretty incredible that Flores hasn't gotten a head coach opportunity yet, but at the very minimum, he is the best assistant coach in the NFL and deserves to be the highest paid defensive coordinator. Comeback player of the year had 2 real options, but I went with Christian McCaffrey. Aiden Hutchinson was the other one I was considering, but McCaffrey had an incredible season coming off an injury-plagued 2024 that caused him to only play 4 games. McCaffrey finished 2nd among all players in total scrimmage yards with 2,126, only behind Bijan Robinson. McCaffrey was the entire 49ers offense at times and somehow was the only one to stay healthy all year. Not only did McCaffrey finish top 8 in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns, but he also finished 6th in receptions, 23rd in receiving yards, and tied for 15th in receiving touchdowns as a running back. To have that kind of production both on the ground and through the air is insane, especially when the entire defensive game plan is based around stopping you because everybody else on the field is a backup. The 49ers do not make the playoffs without CMC, and he is well deserving of the comeback player of the year. Finally, we've got Protector of the Year, a new award created for this season, and I'm giving it to our 3rd 49er of the video, Trent Williams. Partly because he was still elite this season, and partly because this award was basically made for him. If this award existed 15 years ago, Trent would have won it like 6 times by now. Now, for whatever reason, he's not even a finalist for this award, which is just insane, but I don't care, I'm still giving him his flowers. He deserves to retire with at least one of these, and it's not like he sucked this year. He was still arguably the best run blocking O-lineman in the league, and while of course he's not in his prime, he was still a great pass blocker. Was Penei Sewell a bit better? Probably, but Sewell is basically guaranteed to win this award at least sometime in the future. Trent is 37, and there is no one more deserving of this award all time than him. I don't know what the NFL is doing, not even making him a finalist, but I'm giving him Protector of the Year. But that's it. Those are my 2025-2026 NFL Honors Award selections. Or do you agree? Or do you disagree? Comment below. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and that's it for me. See ya!